Hi, my name is Terry Sproul, and I want to welcome you to my studio. Tonight we're doing our Tuesday night live art show, and it is going to be an art journal class. And tonight we're going to play with Halloween again, because I love Halloween, as most of you know. But I got a lot to do on the page, and we have a lot of information to share. So I am going to pretty much get right down to the page and start working on that. And then I'm going to talk to you guys as we go. Remember, if you have any questions, if you can put your questions in caps, we will do our best to catch them. I do have Joe here with me, and he will be putting up all the links also. So I'm going to go ahead and change cameras and get working. Maybe. Okay, one more time. Not wanting to change over for me here. Hold on.
And you're frozen on my end.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me go back to the other camera and see if it'll switch back. Okay. You see me there?
You're live.
Okay. Let's go back over there. See, I want to switch over quickly. There we go. Perfect. Live. Okay. First thing I want to do is I found this really cool Halloween paper. So I have to use it. It's just too cool. And then I also have this really cool owl on a tree embossing folder, and it's from Sizzix. See it down there? And I'm going to attempt something I haven't tried yet, but I think it might work. I actually embossed it in there, right there. You can barely see it right now, but I'm hoping I can bring it out. That's my goal for tonight. If not, you know me, we'll figure it out. So I'm going to grab some gel medium, and I am working in my Cottonwood art journal. Let me, while I'm gluing this down, talk to you guys about a bunch of fun stuff that's coming on. One, I still do have a design team call up for Creative Paper Clay. So if you're interested in having being on a design team, Creative Paper Clay is having one, and you would go to creatingpaperclay.blogspot.com or my blog, and you'll see a link there. So that's one thing. Also, if you're interested in like a scrapbook company, I think by the end of the week, we're working out the final details right now. We'll have the link up for Robin's Nest also. We'll be having their design team call here very soon. So I am using gel medium to glue this piece of paper down. Isn't this fun paper? I actually picked this up at Michael's, and it was part of a pack for Mod Podge. It was actually to decorate a pumpkin, but you know me, I don't do what they think. Okay, I got that glue down. I'm going to give this a second to dry, and while that's drying, you guys have not played with cheesecloth lately? I did do a project about, I don't know, maybe a month ago that I used cheesecloth in the background. But what I did is I cut a piece off, and you find cheesecloth in your grocery store. You can actually find it at Walmart too, believe it or not. I'm going to color it. I cut off just a piece of it, and I'm going to spray it with a black spray because I want it to be black for my page. So that has a few minutes to dry too, so I'm going to get that done. Okay, that should be good. Make sure you move it around too, because you see how there's still white pieces if I don't get it all moved around. I guess I could just go in and there we go. Okay, put that to the side, let that dry. Okay. Okay, so we're back up to our page. I know, isn't this piece of paper cool? It came with another piece of paper also. Again, I found it at Michael's. I did find it after the holiday, so I did get it for really cheap. And I think I want to tone it down. I like the background paper, but I think I want to try to bring other things out on it. So I think I'm going to tone it down a little bit. And I'm going to use distress paints. So I've got white, and I've got green, and this one's actually called, I think this is Broken China. I can't find the name on it, plus I'm blind. So anyways, it's white and it's green. And make sure you always shake them. I do shake off camera because it's not, the camera doesn't like shaking. So I'm going to just go in and put a little bit of this in the background just because I want to tone this whole page down. And I'm hoping it's also going to bring out my owl over here. Is my goal too. And I am going to come in with some inks and stuff too, so you'll see. But I do want to tone this background down. And the one of the reasons I'm using the distressed inks is because they are translucent and they you know, have a very see-through quality to them. And I definitely wanted a see-through quality. And I am just going to use a baby wipe and just get rid of my lines. And I'm really softly, just for an FYI, real softly touching this piece of paper. I'm not rubbing really hard. And that, see already, that toned that down already. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of this green also. And you can water it down. There it is. And that'll help spread that ink around a little bit too. But I'm just going to go in with the baby wipe and kind of tone this whole page down. Oh, I like this. Don't you like when something happens it's even better than you imagined it to be? So again, I'm not really rubbing really hard because I still want that, you know, paint on there, but I want to just spread it around a little bit. I got a little too much green over here, so I'm just going to go back and add a little more white in. Okay, I do have some exciting news that I want to share with you guys. I'm very excited about this whole adventure. A lot of you guys have watched me, if you're friends on my Facebook page, I post, or even in my group called All Things Terry Sproul, I post a lot of paintings that I do besides doing art journals. I do paintings. And I am now having a lot of my images on digital. So if you like some of my birds or my owl, or this is one of my favorites, this bird right here. Sorry about the glare there, because that's one. I just framed this one because I'm gonna put it in an art gallery. If you like those images, you can get them now in digital. How exciting is that? I'm so honored. And then we also made, and the way we did the digital is we made it so that you can have digital images that you could cut up and use in your art journals. And one of the ones that we did is actually a my fibromyalgia is acting up tonight. My words are not coming out of my head. Washi tape. I'm just grabbing some black paint and putting it out on my sheet here in front of me. We did a washi tape one that's really cool. Oh, what I'm about ready to do now is I have this really cool die. It's a quick cuts die, and it's called the Graveyard. And I made my own stencil out of it. So when you cut it out, most of you are looking for this side. This is hard to see because it's on transparency. Let me put a piece of paper behind it. See if you can see that. Well, that didn't help at all. Oh, there we go. There we go. So you have that image normally is what you use. But I'm actually using this part. See that? So more as a stencil or a mask or something instead. And again, baby wipe, excuse me, not baby wipe, makeup sponge. Very little paint on your makeup sponge. And then go in, and I'm going to put like a hill here, so I am going to go up. So I have this idea going in my head. So I'm just going to get a little bit down here. Just getting a little paint on right now and kind of building a hill. So anyways, if you like my images, And I want it to come up to like, ow. If you like my images, you can go and purchase them now. And they're actually really reasonable. And I have a coupon code for you guys tonight, too. So you might want to get a piece of paper out and a pen if you want the coupon code for 15% off. So I've just used plain black acrylic paint, and now I'm going to go in and I'm going to add my graveyard scene. And I'm kind of doing it on an angle, and again, I understand you guys can't see that, but you'll just have to trust me that it's there. Okay. So I got this really cool little graveyard scene going there. Isn't that cool? Sorry, I get excited easy. I'm going to bring it down here some. So this is a great example of a way to look at your stencils or your die cuts in a completely different way than you've been using them. You know, you can make your own stencils. You can make your own die cuts. You could even use your machine. And what I like to make mine out of most of the time is out of a transparency. Oh, look how cool that looks. And the reason for the transparency is I can clean this and I can save it because I'm cheap. But you could use it out of just a plain piece of cardstock and then throw it away. You know what I mean? There's no reason that you have to keep it. You have the die cut. But that's me. I'm cheap.
And you could make custom ones on your zine, Terry.
Absolutely, and I have. I have used, like I said, if you guys who have die cut machines, you can make your own stencils. And I have actually made a few using my my zine. Quite a few. You can get some great images off the internet. Okay. Now this has got a little bit of an edge down here, so I'm going to cut that while I'm ahead because I need to be able to see where the bottom is. So forgive me while I cut this real quick. I don't know where my X-Acto knife is. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, cut that. I get some more gel medium on that. So what else do I got going? Halloween's next week. I'm very excited about that. I'm getting ready to go. Oh, and I got tickets to go see Wicked. I'm really excited about that. I didn't get this very glued down here on the bottom, so I'm having to readjust. Reglue. So I'm going to have to come in here in a few minutes and recut that. No big deal. No big deal. Okay, I'm liking that. That is awesome. Okay, you guys are going to love my idea next. At least I hope so. I love my idea next. You guys know I've used this stamp before, and it is from Stampendous, and it comes with the mask. I've used this before, and it comes with the big flower, and she's called Beautiful Bloom, I believe. Beautiful Bloom? Bloom Beautiful? Something like that. And I'm going to use...
Cling Blossom Beauty.
There we go. Thank you.
And I'll post a link.
And I've used her before, quite a few times. Well, tonight I'm turning her into a vampire. This is all it is. Got to do it. So I am grabbing my Titan Buff. That is my favorite color for skin. There it is. And this is a golden product. Other companies make the same color, so you can find that same color from other companies if you want, but I like golden products. And this is the color that I use most for skin. Again, I'm going to use my baby makeup sponge, but I'm just going to switch to another spot. And these stamps come with this mask. So that's the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay the mask down, and I'm putting some paint onto my makeup sponge, and I'm going to go in and fill her color in. You get her all filled in. And you can go in, if you feel a little more comfortable, you could actually tape this down. Just remember, if you are taping down, that you want to have your tape be less sticky. And the way you can do that is you take your Scotch tape and you take it and put it onto your clothes or even the carpet on the ground, and it'll take some of the stickiness away, and that way it won't pull away from your paper. So there we go. There's my face. Now, I don't like her to be completely white like that, so Tim Holtz has actually got a pink. I don't know where he puts the colors on this. I don't know what the pink is called. Besides the fact that I'm blind and I can't. Oh, Spun Sugar. I found it. Sorry. His pink is a really good one for skin. So I usually will go in there and just do a few taps like that. And with the same sponge that I was just using, kind of blend it. And it just gives a nice little pink tinge to the face, a little bit more than just that pale white. And it doesn't show too much on your end, but it really is there. And because it's really, really pale, this pink is really pale. Okay, while that's drying, I want to put some texture down here. So I'm going to use some of the distressed, I'm using a lot of Tim's products for some reason tonight, distressed embossing powders. I want to remind everybody about these. A lot of people don't know that you need to shake, and again, you shouldn't be shaking on camera, so I'm shaking off camera, but you always shake your embossing powders, the distressed ones, because they have release particles in them, and the release particles are heavier than the rest of the embossing stuff, whatever it's called. So you need to shake it so that you actually get some of it up towards the top. So I'm just going to take my embossing pad and just give a few taps down here, and then I'm going to come in and just pour some of this embossing powder right on there. Let me grab something to grab my extra. Hold on here. Okay. So make sure you shake your embossing powder, your distressed powders, before you I'm going to tap that one off, and then I'm going to go in with this kind of green also. This one's called Old Paper, and I will tell you the one I just put on.
Wait. Capture your brown back in your jar first. Whoa.
Oh, it's so little bit. I'm not even stressed on it. But if that makes you happy.
I'm cheap. I'm cheaper than you.
Boy, that's pretty cheap. Because I thought I was the cheapest person in the world. I want my gravesite to say, speaking of gravesites, that she never paid retail.
And probably that she stole my stuff from CHA, but we ain't going to talk about that.
Well, yeah. It's because you were all jealous that I got to go to something and you didn't.
I know.
Haven't even heard about that thing from this year yet. Okay. Okay, this one is called Vintage Photo. So I use Vintage Photo and what did I say? This one was Old Paper. And where'd my embossing gun go? Oh, it's in my lap. No wonder I can't find it. Okay, while that's still hot, I'm going to just drop a few more of this green on there. Okay, now you guys know that distressed ink, it doesn't all, because of the release crystals, you can actually go in once it's dry, done heating, and you can scratch off parts of it. So that's the advantage of this. So it gives a more of a distressed look. So if you notice, oh, let me zoom in there for you. If you notice that it's already, parts of it is coming off already. So I'm getting a really, good distressed look. See that? And you can't save the ones that fall off. That's all release crystals that's falling off. And they're meant to not hold on to the paper. So. And the other advantage to distressed inks, or distressed embossing powder, is that it's not shiny. It has a really old, rugged look. So it doesn't, that's the one thing that I think is hard about it, is you don't know it's completely melted, because most embossing powders, you see it melt and it gets shiny. His does not. That's probably the only thing that makes it a little harder. Now I want to bring this down a little more because it looks uneven there. So I'm going to bring it across just a little bit more. So again, I'm just getting it wet. I know you guys couldn't see that. There we go. And go in and put some of the embossing powder in there. Okay, let me heat that up again. Get it over here. Okay. See how much better that looks? Gives it more of a, vintagey look. Okay, perfect. Okay, let me zoom back out. But she's a vampire. Is she dead? She's going to be dead, yeah. I'm going to kill her. Okay, she's all dry. I'm going to grab the stamp part, and I'm going to use Indian ink. You can use any type of permanent ink to do this, and you do want a permanent ink. So you could use StazOn, you could use Indian ink, you could use archival. All of those would work. I'm going to do my best to do this upside down. Can't do it upside down, I already decided that. Okay, and I'm just stamping her in. And I'm not worried about anything that didn't take, because I can go fix that. That's why they made markers. So I can just go in where it didn't work and just bring her eye back in. So don't stress if you don't get a perfect image. Just fix it. And I can go back in and fix that even more as we go along. And this is my favorite black pen, by the way. This is a Scarlet Lime. And you can get that at scarletlime.com. Okay, so I've got her colored in there. Now I need I'm going to use a pencil just to get this kind of started, and then I'm going to go back in and color it in with black pen here. And I am doing this upside down, guys. That's actually not bad. Okay. So I'm going to use my Faber-Castell big pit pen. Come on, focus. There it is. This is the big brush one, big one, to color her in. And I'm sorry, I got to work towards me here. This is driving me nuts. So I'm just going to make her into a vampire. She's going to become a vampire today. So definitely think about, I guess my lesson here is to look at your stamps in different ways. You know, it's funny, I just realized that I didn't scratch off the stuff down here, and I can feel it coming off underneath my hand. So again, because I used the distress inks, I can brush off some of that wherever it was released crystals were. So. So I'm just making her into a vampire. So definitely think about your stamps in different ways. How can you take something that is that you only used once or twice? Because and I do love this stamp. I've used it quite a few times, and then use it into make her something different. I could put a Christmas hat on her next year, and next month, and she's Christmas, right? Okay. I like her. She turned out cool. Okay, on we go. I want to play with some distressed inks. Okay, so I'm grabbing some distressed inks because I want to do some stuff around the edges here. I'm going to use probably black soot. I'm going to use vintage photo would be a good one. I'm just real quickly going through my things trying to figure out what colors I want. Oh, walnut stain, that would be a really good one. Okay, that's a good start. And you can either use, you know, Tim Holtz's little tool, or you can even use a makeup sponge, works just as well. So I think I'm going to start with walnut stain. So if you're using a makeup sponge, you just grab it, you know, just like you would. And then again, work in a circular motion like Tim teaches us. I still want to see if I can bring this owl out. So this isn't. I almost forgot I had it over here. Oh, and you guys can't see me working. There we go. So remember I told you when I first put this on that I have an embossed image here that I'm hoping I can bring out. So we're seeing right now if I can bring it out. Some of it is coming out. Let me see if I can zoom in there for you. I'm seeing a little bit of it. And again, if it doesn't work out, it's no big deal. Okay, let me try to go in with the black soot and see if I can bring it out even a little more. So I'm trying to go over it really softly. Actually, I see it coming out, but unfortunately, I think the background paper is too strong. I probably should have whited it out a little more over here.
I can see his eyes and his little feathers.
Yeah, I see it a little bit, but it's not as strong as I was hoping I could bring it out. It's just going to be subtle. It's going to be a subtle image because you can see the tree right there. So I wonder how I can bring that out a little more. Have to keep thinking on that one, see if I can bring it out more while we keep working. Anyways, I do want to go around the rest of the page. This is vintage photo. Just because I want this page to be really agey and dark and, you know. So I'm doing all the edges. Sorry about that, guys. Don't mean to be out of focus. I just get excited and start playing and then almost forget that I have to look up every once in a while to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. So look at that difference, how much that aged that corner up.
Oh, Terry, while you work, I can tell folks that November 21st through the 23rd, I'm teaching 6 classes in northeastern Ohio, and 2 of them are going to be on the Zing and Make the Cut, and then a Graphic 45 Christmas book, some cards, wind chime out of a wine bottle. So they're all up on my Create and Craft business page, CREATE, the letter N like Nancy Craft, on Facebook. So if you're near northern Ohio and you want to learn about the Zing or make some other cool stuff, we have 6 classes coming up the end of November.
The Zing is an amazing machine, guys. It's one of the best die cutting machines out there, and you can do so much with it. You'd be amazed. Okay, just cleaning up my desk a little bit there so I don't have to worry about hitting the paint. And
tomorrow I fly to Vegas and Lake Havasu, Arizona, so anybody near Vegas or Lake Havasu, say hi on Facebook.
And he's not coming to visit me, and he's only a few hours away. Just saying.
Well, it depends how my Vegas part goes. You never know, Terry.
I wasn't going to say anything. I didn't know if Joe was in the room.
I'm on my little headset.
Okay. But yes, I'll be waiting for that phone call. So it's coming out a little. I wonder if I can come in with white. Think. Let me try white.
Terry, are the owl's features raised up, embossed, or are the owl's features debossed?
I think I might have got it on the wrong side. His seems to be debossed, but this seems to be embossed.
Yeah, if he's debossed, that's a little harder. He looks debossed to me because it looks like, you know, the black's going everywhere but the lines.
I know, and this is coming out. The tree's coming out, so I think maybe it's both on this embossing folder. No, it's not. How weird is that? Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, that's the problem. Is one's kind of embossed and one's kind of debossed. That's okay.
You know, when I emboss, it takes me, I have to spend so much time figuring out which way I'm going to put the folder.
Tell me about it. I feel the same way sometimes.
I'm not embarrassed to say.
I'm not liking that as much as I thought, but that's okay. I can work with that. Watch this. I'm going to fix it. Because we still have this to play with. Now this is still a little wet, so I'm going to dry it real quick so I can work with it. So. Okay. Also in November, the 15th and 16th, anybody who's in the Phoenix, Arizona, in general area, I'm going to be teaching at the paper collage in West Sun City, I think it's called, West Sun City. So what I'm doing is, this is just a little too big, so I'm going to go in and cut it kind of in half, lengthwise, so I get 2 pieces out of it. And this was the cheesecloth that we sprayed with, or I sprayed, I should say, with, I used Memory Mist Diet Cola. It's their black, and the reason I use Memory Mist is because I've talked to you guys about this in the past. Memory Mist is a permanent ink, so it will not bleed or anything on me as we try to attach stuff. Okay, I'm going to kind of make this here, and I also want to, I have this really cool fence. It's a die cut also, and I think, yeah, I know it's a Sizzix die, and I think it's called Rickety Fence, but I think I want to put that on here also. But it can't stay cream, that's for sure. So we're going to color that up. Let's move this out of the way real quick. And since I have the distressed inks out here, let's go for it. Oh, hold on. So I'm just going around, and I like to die cut personally in like a cream color, unless it's really specifically I need to have it a different color. And then I can go in with my inks and sprays and kind of make it whatever I want, paint.
And that particular die, Terry, is from Sizzix. It's from their Halloween collection, and it's called the Spooky Fence, but that is discontinued.
Is it really?
Tim Holtz has a very similar border die that has a fence, but that particular one, the Spooky Fence, you may find it some places, you may find it on eBay, but officially it's been discontinued.
Well, I'm glad I got it because it's a kind of cool one. I've had it for years, I have to admit that. I don't know how long I've had this particular die. So I'm just getting it all looking good. And I am going to go in with another color too. I probably should have done some of this off camera, but that's okay. Then I'm going to go in with black soot and just kind of darken up a few of the edges even more. So I have a few colors in it. Doesn't look all one-dimensional. It really does make a difference if you go in with a couple colors. See that? Well, let me zoom in so you can actually really see it. See the difference between that one and say this one? Not really, huh? There we go. So go in with, use, you know, more than one color. Have fun, blend. Get it looking good. Because especially, I mean, this is a rickety fence. I mean, how, you can't mess it up, per se. Okay, so hopefully you guys have gotten a pen out while I'm doing this part. So if you haven't, grab your pen and piece of paper, and I'm going to give you the coupon code to be able to purchase my my images, my digital images. And what's really exciting about that is you'll notice on some of them they have like a strip that can be turned into your own washi tape. So you can have your own personal washi tape from me. Isn't that cool? And I used, she used these images that I showed you earlier, the owl and stuff. And there's a few other different ones on there. Anyways, so hopefully you're ready for the coupon code. And I will have this on my blog again tomorrow. The coupon code is SPROUL Q as in Queen, F as in Frank, X as in X-ray, B as in boy, M as in Mary, F as in Frank, F as in Frank. And that is good for 15% off your order on any of my images. And you will, that's good for 2 weeks.
My God, CIA couldn't crack that coupon code. You think she would just put Sproul?
I don't know. Vicky,
Mercy, 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 Terry with a.
sorry guys. Vicky is in the room. I'm sure. I think that's just the way that it's generated. I'm not sure exactly why either, but I'm grateful that she got us a coupon. So okay, so I'm getting some really good colors in here, and I went one over top of the other. You know, so I got some really good, fun colors going there now. Happy with that one, and I used Vintage Photo and Black Soot, and this is Walnut Stain. So I'm actually doing all three. Okay, that's good enough. Good enough for government work. Okay, I'm going to zoom out here. Come back. Bring our page back in here.
Terry, you have about 20 minutes.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh. Okay, so these are going to go down here. So I hope you purchase some of my digital images. I'd be really, really honored if you did. So I'm thinking it's going to look something like that. And then I have some really cute stamps from Sin City Stamps. These are really cute little owls. Ghost, sorry guys. And these are actually from Pam Bray at Sin City Stamps. I think he's going to go right there. And Pam also on the exact same plate of stamps has this little pumpkin. I think the little pumpkin's going to go down there also. I think it's going to be something like that. That's what I'm thinking. You never know. I never know actually when I start off of exactly how this thing's going to be. I kind of just get everything together and hope. Okay, I want to start putting this on, and I think I want to cut this in half. Where did I put my scissors? Where did I put my scissors? Well, these are not the ones I like to use, but I probably
Now,
could.
hopefully, I haven't seen many comments, which is okay, folks are focused, but I'd love to know if folks are seeing all the links I'm posting. Terry, I think I've posted 30 links this evening.
I'm seeing them.
Even though you only sent me like 3 links, mind you.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm seeing your links, so I'm sure everybody else is. I got a little bit of coming up.
Is my camera on? You're not supposed to see that.
Be good. Okay. So I'm just putting this cheesecloth around here. And it's going to kind of represent, in a way, kind of like a, I don't know, like a cobweb in a way. And I'm using gel medium to glue this down. I went to the best little French restaurant yesterday for breakfast.
As good as the steak place?
As good as the steak place?
The French steak place I took you to. Oh my God, she forgot already.
No, you can't really beat that. I mean, that's like a world of difference. This was breakfast. I mean, they had scrambled eggs. I mean, how can you even compare? But it was very good. I had, but it was really, for scrambled eggs, they were really, really good scrambled eggs. So I'm using the gel medium, and don't worry, all this white will all dry clear, and you won't see any of that. But you got to get it in there and get it clear, get it down. And I think before I put this down, I think we need more. I think we need a little down here in the corner. Ah, there's my scissors. So I'm going to cut this piece I made in half again. Yes, I had a really nice date night with, or date day, I should say, with the hubby. Just putting some gel medium on the back of this spooky fence so I can get that down first. I never did cut that edge off, but it's okay, I'll get it. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with more of this and put that over it. God, my brain is not working tonight.
Terry, maybe next time when we do a show, we can take a couple minutes in the beginning and I can show folks how to pop out the video so they can watch the chat and the video at the same time, because folks are still saying they can't do that.
Let's make that a plan. Let's make that a plan. Okay. I will do my best to try to remember that. And I didn't even remember to say anything in the beginning. I do have a winner, though. So let's get our winner from last week's show. If you'd like to join my group on Facebook called All Things Terry Sproul, you can put your pages on that are inspired by my pages. Inspired does not mean you have to do the exact same thing. Inspired means you liked something on my page that inspired you to do something. It could be anything. Put a page on there and win. And the winner tonight is, drumroll please, Kay Horner. So Kay Horner, Kay Horner, if you can contact me on Facebook. It cracks me up.
Did you get my sounds okay? Did I get my sounds? Oh my God, it was the highlight of my whole evening.
I will send you a prize. So I'm getting more of this fence down. Again, I'm just using gel medium to get this fence down.
Hey, I'm going to also post in the chat room, I have some special Zing packages right now. Starter packages that have a big discount by the time you look at the total package. I'm going to post those in the chat room.
Really? Good for you. If you guys really, if you need a die cut machine, you need the Zing. You really do. It's a great machine. You will never have to buy another one again. You don't need cartridges. You can get images off the internet. You don't even have to have cartridges or, I mean, anything. You can make your own images. You can, this is one of my favorite things it can do. You can take a stamped image that you have, like this girl, okay? You can put her into this the software, and the die cut machine will cut her out exactly. That is like so cool. Okay, so I did put my fence kind of wonky there, and once it dries, I'll cut off all those extra pieces there. Boy, we have a really bad glare tonight. I don't know why.
Don't we have any other excuses for a sound effect? Oh my God, I'm so ready.
Okay. Joe just wants to play with the toys. I keep going the wrong way. So I will be teaching in Phoenix also, so if you want to meet me, please. I would love to meet some of you guys. Okay, I got another piece here. Oh, no, I'm way out of sight again. Is Kay in the room? I think she is. So I'm going to put this piece up here. So again, just gel medium. And yeah.
And you're at 11 minutes, and don't forget, we're making a vampire.
Oh, I need to put some blood on her, huh?
See, I have to keep you in line. It's a constant challenge.
Okay, I'm going to use splashings for my blood. She's going to have blood coming right out of her mouth here. Probably should have done that before I put that gel medium on there. Forgot about that. Yep. Trying to put the smallest little drop. A little much. Let's take part of it off. Still let it drip. That one's good. And I have to...
Kay is in the room and said thank you.
You are so welcome, Kay. Your page was awesome. And
well, should we give her a round of applause for the page? No, never mind. It's okay.
And as far as that goes, I don't pick a winner by the page. I pick a winner by the, I do a random.org. So just getting that blood to drip. And I would also go in and color her eyes and all that good stuff. Like I said, I have to do a little bit of touch up in there, but we can get it in there. She's going to have green eyes. I've got to put black pupils in. Because this is, again, where everywhere that I didn't get the stamp, it's no big deal. I'm just going to go in and fix it. All better. And where's my black pen? You are more than welcome. So I'm just fixing this, and this is all details that I can do off camera, but you can get the idea that she looks a lot better there. Okay, let's put her back in there. That page is looking really good. I really like this. I get a little more gel medium right here. Get this glued down. Okay. And then, oh, my pumpkin and my ghost. Feeling rushed here. Okay. On my pumpkin or my ghosts, again, these are from Sin City Stamps, and these are Pam Bray's stamps. My little ghosts in there, and this is from her Halloween. I believe it's her Halloween. My pumpkin. Again, I use both of those. I just glued down with gel medium. I do like to go over everything with gel medium. It will seal it, and you won't have any problems with it lifting. And it all dries clear, so don't worry about that showing. And I did just get my gel medium into my blood, so I'm just cleaning that off. That's why they made baby wipes. Not for those children thing. Okay. Okay, what do you guys think? Think I should just stop right there? I think that's pretty damn good. I like it. The only thing I don't have is a quote or anything on there. I do have this Happy Halloween. I think I'm going to use that. I'm going to use Indian ink. And I think I can get a really good print right there. And that Happy Halloween. And this Happy Halloween is probably a Stamp It Up. There's nothing on it, so I'm pretty sure it's a Stamp It Up stamp. I've probably had for like 500 years. Because I haven't been to a Stamp It Up party and I can't even tell you, so I know it's been a while. But, you know, there's lots of Happy Halloween stamps out there. Okay. There's my bottom. You can still see the graveyard in there. Again, all that white will dry clear all the way across. Look how cute those are.
And you can hit that with your heat gun, but just be careful you don't fry it.
Exactly. That's why I'm not really doing it. There's my pretty girl. And all the way up. Look at that texture that this gave. All the way across. And that is, it's really, really cheap to buy cheesecloth also. You get a lot of it in a package. I mean, a lot of it in a package. And it's like $2.50, I think, for a package at the grocery store. Okay, I will go in and cut all of that extra off. I want to thank everybody for showing up. Let me change cameras real quick so I can say goodbye. Hopefully. Ah, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay, I want to thank you guys.
Your lighting is in the way tonight, Terry. What's going on? My lighting is flawless this evening for the first time ever. And I haven't changed a thing.
I know, yours is. It's
And
amazing.
how's my hair? I have a new haircut.
Everybody want to see Joe's new haircut? You got to screw you up on camera. One talk. We had over
This is my new
50
haircut.
plus people in the room tonight. Thank you very much. I'm very honored.
I'm 50 plus. I'm 50 plus. At June, I became 50 plus. Are you 50 plus? Can I ask?
No, I'm not yet.
You are.
Remember,
You're not yet?
how do you make it less sticky? I had a question over on.
That is a good question, Terry. I'm eager to hear how you're going to answer this.
I'm assuming you're talking about the page in general being sticky. You can go over it when you're done with a wax. There's a product called Dorland's Wax. No, Dorland's Wax Medium, and I get it at Dick Flicks. You can go over the whole page and it should be less sticky. If that is not what you were asking, Susan, catch me over on Facebook and I will answer that question better for you. So thank you. Okay, no class next Tuesday. Design team calls I talked about. I talked about the winner. Please, 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 please go check out my stuff and get yourself an order in for my digital images. And that's about it. Remember, no class next Tuesday. I got way too much to do next week, unfortunately. But I want to thank you all, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Have a good one. Thank you.